let me show you some of the things that the MYK brain can do. Now, you can always go in to the nerve level. So we got C1 through C8 over here. There's T1 at the bottom, and then L1 through S2. And you can always just click on, here's L5. You can always just click on one and get like the extra specific treatment, the full treatment. It just comes to the treatment page. So you can always come here and start there if you want to. If I click on the MYK brain, it takes me back here. So let's go under select posture. So we're going to start with the upper body, and we're going to go into the head, neck, and shoulders area. So here's the posture chart right here. If you don't know how we evaluate, you can click on this, how to evaluate, and it just goes through very quickly things that we're looking for.
All right, now we're going to evaluate the shoulder. And the first posture that...
So I'm not going to go through it. So there's that. And then we have these practice areas. And so each practice area, so posture 1, posture 2, posture 3, I tried to put an example of each one of these up here so that you can kind of see it. And basically what we did is we took pictures of actual patients and students in classes over a 5-year time frame, and then broke them out by body part, and then put a little video together where you have a little bit of time to look at the posture. We give a little hint about the posture, and then we break out a laser pointer and talk through why we are calling a certain posture, why we're not calling another posture, or something like that. So that's what that area is. It's a really good thing. If you were to do all of them for upper and lower body, you would get a little bit over 100 full body postural analyses for practice. So that's kind of what that area is for. But let's go in. Let's say that we're looking at a person and we go, okay, let's see, they have a laterally flexed head. And we get into the scapula area, and they have an upward rotated scapula. And then we go into the shoulder area, and they have a depressed shoulder and a medially rotated shoulder. And that's all we found in that area. And we go into the wrist area right here, or the forearm area, sorry. And it covers elbow all the way down to fingers. And so we're going to say they have a flexed wrist. And you could say bilateral, so you could do left and right. Let's do that, left and right. And then we're going to save that. We're going to go into the lower body. So we're going to do a full body postural analysis on someone. And they have a lumbar that is laterally flexed. They have an abducted, so one hip's higher than the other, up slip, down slip. And so we're not doing anything to differentiate them. So you click one, the other one automatically clicks for you there. And we didn't find anything in the knee. And we go into the foot, and we have a plantar flexed ankle and a big toe that's flexed. And so that's what we found there. And so now we're going to go in, and this is why we call it the MYK brain, because it does all the thinking for you. So we just hit calculate, and the upper body narrowed to one nerve. And so it tells you, hey, look, you can adjust C6. So just based off the postural imbalances, it tells you the nerve level issue. So you can adjust C6 if you want it to add in this soft tissue treatment. We call it the extra specific. So when used with an adjustment, you get the same result as if you did the full bilateral treatment down here. And the way that we use it a lot is we do the adjustment with the extra specific. If the patient doesn't respond after a number of treatments the way we think, then we drop down and do the full treatment down here. One of the things you can do if you don't want to watch the video, here's this treatment summary, and you can click on it, and it's a treatment flip chart. And so you go through, it has a before and after picture of the movements and everything, and so you can get into that and treat that way. We look down here, so all the muscles we look at strengthening exercises that we can give. This is based off their postural imbalance and their nerve problem. So this is very specific to each individual, and it tells you which muscles need to be strengthened. I'm looking for percentages that are double. So in the upper body, they didn't have any, so I can kind of choose any of these that I want. But let's go into the lower body. So the lower body didn't narrow to one nerve. So what we want to do, it's going to show us the symptoms of what it's trying to narrow down between. And so we've got name conditions, we've got nerve pain, and we've got painful or weak movements. Let's say, because I just want to show you this, let's say that none of those, the person doesn't have any of those. So then what do we do? So we hit submit, and then it brings us into like a muscle testing area. And for our purposes, I just want to show you how the percentages are different. So we're going to choose L4 as the problem. Now, if you want a muscle test, so you could come in here and say, look, how does he muscle test the hamstrings? So here's a video and then the muscle test for that.
All right, for this move, we're going to test the hamstring muscles. You can test all 3 hamstrings to...
So there you go. So if you want to see how we do it, you can click in there. But let's say that they had an L4 problem. So we're going to choose L4. So now we end up with a primary of C6 and a secondary of L4. So you can adjust L4 and do an extra specific treatment for that. But what I want to look at is the therapeutic exercises here that we can do. So if you look, everything down here has 11%. But extensor hallucis longus is 22%. So what that means is that that muscle showed up in 2 postural imbalances for this person. And so I want to send that person home with that exercise for sure. So I can print it out. I could click on it and just print it out and say, look, here you go. And I can put some notes in here for them if I wanted to. Or I can email it to myself. So I can come in here and just email, and it takes about a minute or 2 and it shows up in your email, and then you can email it over to the person. I can save the treatment page, so I can save all this information, and again it takes about a minute or 2, and it saves all the postures that we found. It saves all this treatment information for upper and lower, and then we can come back in later. It's a writable PDF and we can keep notes on it and stuff. But that's a little bit, just a quick overview of some of the things that the MYK Brain can do. And then if I want to start over, I can either go over here to the 3 lines and click the MYK Brain, or I can click the logo right here and I'll click that, and then it takes us back and we can start with another patient. All right, let me know if you have any questions.